afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about method overriding in Java. Okay. Actually, the other name of method overriding is runtime polymorphism. Okay. In case of method overriding, using an example, we can discuss the concept of method overriding very clearly. Suppose there is a class name is A, and this I'm taking two classes. One is A, another one is override. Override class holds the main method, and under class A there are two methods. One is show, another one is show, another one is also show. But difference is that here this is the subclass, and this is the superclass, and this is the subclass of superclass class A. So in the total program, I am taking three classes actually. Class A, override class, and I am creating a subclass of superclass A. That's why this is the syntax how to create a subclass. Class B extends A. Okay. So B is a subclass and A is the superclass of subclass B. Okay. Without using the concept of inheritance, we cannot apply the concept of overriding. So we have to use inheritance first. Okay, so here under the class A, superclass A, there is a method here show, and the body is I am in superclass A, and B is the subclass of superclass A, and under subclass B there is also the same method name, same method, but here body is different. That is, here it is I am in subclass B. So in case of any overriding, main criteria is signature of two methods must be same, and this is point number one. Point number two is we have to apply the concept of subclass and superclass concept, and obviously the method names, or we can say signature of the two methods must be same. Signature, just only body can be different, body will be different. Okay, now this is the opening and closing curly brace of subclass B, and this is the opening and closing curly brace of subclass A. Now this is the override class. So override class is the override class holds the main method, and from the main method I want to access method, or I want to call method show. Okay, now we know that if I want to access any method of any class from the outside of that class, then it is mandatory to create the object. Without creating the object, we are not able to call or access the method of a particular class. So here I want to access show method, or call show method, from outside of class A and B, that is from override class. So it is mandatory to create the object of subclass B. Using this subclass object, we can access superclass method as well as subclass method. Using this subclass object, we can access superclass method as well as subclass method, but reverse is not true. That is, using this superclass object, we cannot access subclass method. Okay, so in this case, that is first criteria, subclass and superclass, in both the cases, in case of both the classes, signature of the method, when signature of the methods remains same, when signature of the method remains same, just only body will be different. Show, and if I call show method using the superclass or subclass object we know, using the subclass object we can call superclass method as well as subclass method. And if the method name will be different, there will be no problem. Using, suppose this method holds, this class holds, suppose instead of show display method, and subclass holds show method, there will be no problem. We can write in that case b dot display, then this will be output, and b dot show, then this will be output. No problem. But problem when we will go for overriding, main criteria is signature of the two methods will be same. Okay, just body are different, and here using the subclass object we can call show method. Now the question is which show will be executed. In this case, because we know using the subclass method, subclass object, we are able to call superclass method as well as subclass method. Okay, both method call is possible using the subclass object. Now the question is which show will be called. Okay, so in case of overriding concept, overriding says that when sub and super both classes hold the same signature methods, in that case always the body of the superclass method must be overridden by the body of the subclass method. As a result, we will get I am in subclass B as output. Okay. So this is the concept of overriding, that is superclass method body must be overridden by the subclass method body. That's why it is called overriding. And another name of overriding is runtime polymorphism. Why it is called runtime polymorphism? Because during the runtime or during the execution time, it will be decided that which this task will be done during the runtime or execution time, not during the compilation time. That is, this overridden procedure will be done when during the runtime, not during the compilation time. Okay. So that's why it is called runtime polymorphism. So in short or in brief, we can say that in case of overriding, there are preliminary two conditions. One is there must be a sub-super relationship between two classes, and the two methods of the two classes, signature of the methods of the two classes must be same. Okay, here it is shown in both the cases. Body are different, but signatures must be same. And we know that using the subclass object we can call superclass member as well as subclass member. So here we are creating the subclass object, and using this subclass object we will be able to call superclass show method and subclass show method. But confusion is that which show will be executed, because in both the cases they are sharing the same method name. In this case, in this situation, we will apply the concept of method overriding. Method overriding says that when sub and superclass holds the same method signature, then what happen now? Always superclass method body must be overridden by the subclass method body, and as a result we will get I am subclass B as output. So, and the another last point is the another name of method overriding is runtime polymorphism, because this overriding is done when during the execution time or during the runtime of the program. So this is all about method overriding. Thank you.